hit that like button just like Tyson.
What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, at some point, you got to look at somebody who's doing harm to you. You got to weigh the option. How much harm have they done to you? How this harm has affected you? And what should you do next? Most people will get the hell up out of there if somebody inflicted harm on them year after year after year. But how about this? Decade after decade after decade, getting your ass kicked by somebody who claims they love you. Now, I'm talking about the Democratic Party right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a clear example of that in the city of Chicago with the latest outrageous action performed by the Cook County State Attorney, Kim Foxx. This woman has pissed me off on so many different levels, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back with more commentary after I play a video.
Mayor Lightfoot doubled down today on her call to prosecute the gunman involved in last week's deadly gang shootout in the Westside Austin neighborhood.
Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx released 5 men who were arrested without charging anyone.
Evidence technicians recovered 70 shell casings after the shootout, which killed 1 and wounded 2 others. The Wild West-style scene was captured by private cameras, as well as dash cams and body-worn cams of police from Chicago and Oak Park.
The sole prosecutor wants to understand how it's possible that not a single charge, not a gun charge, not an attempted murder charge, disturbing the peace was something.
At a news conference of her own today, State's Attorney Foxx said no eyewitnesses have come forward suggesting charges can't be filed without that.
Saw the cars roaming around that house. We see the individuals get out of that car and initiate a firefight. We know that the one person was deceased, but the other 2 were captured very shortly afterwards with guns used in that firefight.
Police believe it was a fight between factions of the Four Corner Hustlers street gangs, the ACLU of Illinois, suggesting witnesses don't come forward because of police misconduct.
Where you've seen police officers get away with the use of excessive force and where you have such a low clearance rate for murders.
Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I'm not making this shit up. When I say the Democratic Party, Black African American women destroying the city of Chicago, how much proof do you need? I say it all the time. Now, everybody jumps down my goddamn throat when I say black women are the cause of the environment in the community. Think about it. They raised the boys, they raised the men. And now these professional black women are doing just what black mothers do. Turn a blind eye when they know that they have a notorious killer living in their house. Black mothers know that their sons can killed at least 5 people, been a target of many investigations. The guy's 25 years old, and he's still living in a home with his mother. We just saw an example of that when, I think it was KTS, one of the KTS members, he was released from Cook County Jail. His mom came to pick him up. They killed him outside the police station. His mom was shot. His mom should not have been down there picking him up anyway. Should have been gang, right? But she was shot. He was killed in her face in front of the Cook County's state attorney's office. She said there's not enough evidence. But I can clearly see these guys shooting guns. You can clearly see a police officer pulled up in the video screen, in the frame. He hopped out while the bullets were still flying. Kudos to that white officer, man. He was fucking brave. I wouldn't have got out the car. In fact, I would have stopped and just called for backup. He pulled up, jumped out his car while they were still shooting. They had to get back in the car and pull off. 2 Dodge Chargers. One of them had dealer's plates. The other one had no plates. So I imagine that they were stolen. Not enough evidence. It was captured on several cameras, including the policeman's body cam and dash cam. the police officer says that he was a witness. So why are we not using a cop that was actually at the scene as a witness? Who would be looking to see who's shooting when 70 bullets are flying past your head? Kim Fox, that's crazy. She said we cannot go off of video cam footage only. We need witnesses too. You went off of video cam footage when you arrested Jussie Smollett. You loved it when you arrested Jussie Smollett. You were all in front of the cameras, telling what you was gonna do next. And once the man beat the case, Jussie Smollett, once he beat his case, what did you do? You came back with civil suits to keep the man in court. The R. Kelly case. You had one video, maybe two. You used that video footage as evidence. You had corrupt witnesses on the R. Kelly case. You still used it. We got 5 guys hopping out a goddamn car, broad daylight, letting off 70 shots into a house. The house started firing back. They letting off shots. They shoot a victim. They shoot a man that was shooting at their house. Kill him. So they done brought their ass over there in 2 cars, got their mans killed. Then the police pulled right up on them. So what happens next? What happens next is they pull off and get caught by the police. The police right there, he describes the cars. He's telling the other officers how to maneuver and catch them. They get caught by the police with weapons in the car. One weapon I do believe was an AK-47 style pistol. She has no evidence to lock these guys up. You got the guns. That's what people go to jail for. Guns are illegal to have if you're a gangbanger, right? An AK-47, multiple other guns. You also have the 2 cars in question that appears to be stolen. One of them had dealer plates, one of them had no plates. You got them shooting the guns. Reckless discharge, that's a crime. I got a homeboy doing 10 years right now for reckless discharge, out of town. Got 10 years flat. Didn't even find a gun. Just seen him on camera. The Cook County State's attorney says that black folks been railroaded so long, I'm just freeing them all. So we can have the evidence. We can have it. And they will let loose people on our streets to cause more damage. What you think those guys gonna do now that they are free? They just lost their homeboy trying to shoot these guys. So guess what? They want they get back. They gonna stop shooting because Kim Fox, oh man, Kim Fox gave me a blessing. Let me get up out the gang. No, it's too late for those brothers. It's too late for them. Because even if one person decides to get up out the gang, guess what? The rival gang members gonna still catch him and say, nah, you was with that shit last year. Don't act like you ain't with it now. I can't believe Kim Fox. Like I said, when it comes to celebrities, she's all on the TV screen. She's throwing a hammer at them. When it comes to the thugs that's tearing up our streets every single day, you let them go the same day. Not only that, it was guys in the house. Like I said, it was guys in the house that they pulled up to shoot at. The guys in the house start firing out the house. They hit one of them, kill him. You see the police officer pull up, then the cars pull off slowly. They pull off slow as hell. The police ain't shoot one shot. He jumped his ass out. They pulled off. These niggas are scared. They pulled off on the cop. And what did you see when they pulled off? You saw a dead body laying in the streets. I said the democratic system and these black women, right? Let me give you an example of why these black women in Chicago, especially, they're terrible. They don't deserve to be in office. Should no political spot have a black woman? What I think they doing is, they doing all of this shit so their approval ratings will be low. And when Kim Fox get voted out of office, guess who gonna come in? A law and order Republican or a law and order Democrat. He's gonna build law after law after law after law to lock niggas up for life. People that's actually innocent. When all she got to do is lock up the guilty. That's what I think that's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody's finna get in there because the people are fed up. So somebody's going to get in there, start changing laws. And everybody wondering why downtown Chicago is so violent right now. It's more shootings downtown Chicago in rich neighborhoods than it is in poor communities. And then this is your example. This is your example. It's so dangerous downtown Chicago. Back in the day, people used to say, going downtown, I don't have to bring the gun because I know the police out there, they looking at me, they watching, they gonna pull us over. We can't get away with doing nothing downtown. It used to be a time when we used to say that, but not now. Not under Kim Fox and Lori Lightfoot. And I really don't want to say Lori Lightfoot because I see her trying to do little bits and pieces of good, and she's being shut down by the alderman and evidently the state's attorney's office. Look at what just happened. I'm gonna play this video of an alderman in a heated confrontation with Mayor Lightfoot. And guess what the alderman is? A black woman.
Words and pointing fingers, Taylor not having any of it, not backing down.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, did y'all see those pictures? Those still shots? The mayor and the alderman is face to face like they're about to start swinging on each other. Not only that, the alderman put her finger in the mayor's face just like this. If somebody on the streets put their fingers in your face just like that, that's time for combat, right? She could have any disagreement she wants with the mayor of Chicago. I'm not saying that you can't have a disagreement with the mayor. But when you get unprofessional like that, start pointing fingers, jumping up in people's faces, it just goes to show black women causing this violence. They don't even know how to be business women. They don't need certain jobs women can't do, man. They can't be construction workers, picking up concrete. They don't want to be roofers. You know what I'm saying? So certain jobs, and people want to say, well, women can do anything a man can do. No, let's go back to where it used to be. Certain jobs women can't do, man. And evidently, they can't hold office in Chicago. Pointing fingers in faces. That was a terrible scene. I made a video about that. It was terrible. But I see why she was pointing a finger in the mayor's face, because the mayor came up with this harebrained idea right here. I'm about to play this video, and I'll be back with more commentary.
It says she wants the city to sue the gangs that are causing all this violence here in Chicago.
Yeah, radical new approach to addressing the growing number of cases that are overwhelming police and the city. Will it work?
The Chicago mayor came up with a plan to sue gang members, take away their guns, their cars, and their money, as if gang members have a paper trail. Oh my God, how harebrained is this scheme? Mayor Lightfoot, that's not gonna work in 1,000 years. Pay attention, we got the statistics. When you pull over a gang member in a known car that the man drives every single goddamn day, 9 times out of 10, that vehicle is not in that gang member's name. The place he lives is not in his name. Oh, well, they're talking about gang leaders. There are no gang leaders in Chicago because you lock them all up, and now the shorties are out there running wild and reckless. Lori Lightfoot, you need to be voted out. Kim Fox, the celebrity catcher. That's all she wanted, celebrities. She letting loose 5 men that shot 70 rounds, over 70 rounds, into a house. The guys inside the house decided to hold up in the house. They had to bring the SWAT team in to get those guys out the house. Found more weapons. Nobody was arrested in either situation. Mutual combat. But what about the cars, the trees, the vehicles, the houses that were shot during that shootout? Because guess what? Those bullets went someplace. That's damage to property. It's not mutual. I'm sitting in the house with my kids. That's not mutual. They can't go outside and play. It's not mutual. Mutual combat is settled on the battlefield. It's not settled in the neighborhood, Kim Fox. Today I say, all of you dumb broads need to be out of office. All of you. There shouldn't be a black mayor in Chicago for the next 20 years because of what's going on. You got women that cannot hold their composure in a business setting. You got women saying, oh, I can't arrest these guys because we don't have no witnesses. The cop was a witness. The cops that caught him were witnesses. It makes no sense. And we wonder why the city of Chicago is a shithole city. Thank you, Donald Trump, for giving me the word. Shithole. I mean it, man. I'm sick of these bras, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this whole entire debacle in the comment section. I'll be back later with more news and commentary.